I hit the link for Friday, nothing's happening. Can you check on it? So I have to go back and do that. So anytime you're absent, this is one way, or again, if you're having issues with just figuring things out, you can go rewatch a piece of it, or if you want to get the assignment. So we're going to continue with that. And then again, so make sure you're able to upload, because this is kind of how I'm going to go through there, and then fill it out. That's going to have to be done before class as we move forward. All right, now on the homework. Let's see. Let's take a quick run through. Check your own. Don't change anything. And then when you're done, I want you to put how many you missed at the top. -5, -17, -4, -0. Don't change anything. This isn't, going to be put in the grade book as a grade. But
for sophomores with last names beginning with I through P. Please go to the supporting article and have your picture taken.
okay,
All sophomores with last names beginning with I through P, please go to the top.
1 is -8, 2 -27, 3 +32, 4 -9, 5 +2, 6 -36, 7 is 18. Now I didn't put any work down in this case. This is just my answer, Kia. You should have rewritten it as +7. 8 is 3, 9 is -6. Don't fix anything either, because it helps us, Mr. Schler and I, to see what mistakes you made, as opposed to just fixing it right away. 10 is -21. 11 is -14. 12 is 5. 13 is -3. 14 is 1. 15 is 63. 16 is 8. 17 is 6. And then 18 is -5. 19 is -16. 20 is 18. 21 is -12. 22 is -20. 23 is 30. 24 is -20. That's a negative in front of there. 25 is -42. 26 is 7. And then 27 is 5. And then 28, -8. 29, -9. 30, -14. 31 is 5. 32 is 2. 33 is 16. 34 is -27. 35 is 2. 36 is -22. 37 is 1. 38 is -48. And 39 is -2. Top right-hand corner or somewhere clearly circle it -3, circle it -4, circle it -38, circle it. Good. All right. For that. All right, flip that over. Once you have that, Brett. Yeah, you use the restroom. All right, flip that over. I told you not to do this one. And then let's take a look. And actually what I need you to do here is go all the way to the bottom. And I think it says 31. What is that problem asking us for 31 as you say? Allie, what's it say? Help me out.
-3 times 0.
Okay, anybody, what's -3 times 0?
0.
0. So put that answer down.
So everybody else turned it in on that.
Yeah, okay. And then, all right, so the next one across from there, 32, what's 15 divided by 0? 15, Jayla? It's not 0. That's the hard one back there. What do you got, Hanan?
Is it undefined?
Undefined. Undefined. Okay, UNDEFINED, undefined. Christian?
0 divided by -2 is 0.
0 divided by -2 is 0. Okay, good. So don't just every time you see a 0, don't put undefined, and make sure you understand only when you divide by 0. And that is also written as a fraction. that would be the case. All right, here's what I want you to do. Take no more than 5 minutes. Start with number 1, get as far as you can. Okay. On that, yep.
Those time tests for elementary school.
And while you're doing that, everybody gets a book. I'm gonna hand you a book.
Some of those guys had missing stuff completed, so I checked it in there. So it needs to be updated. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to get used to this. You're welcome. What do you think? Let me just say that. Do you want?
No.
I read that. So.
Don't let that first sign in front of that number throw you off. That's just a form number.
Any questions on that? So,
answer that one good? So the ones on close and I are good, we're gonna pull the answer that for a second.
So these are good.
They look good. So, now this should be negative. This actually.
I don't know if you do like.
With signs?
Yeah.
They're different signs. Same sign. Right, so it's positive. Okay.
So is this negative?
That would be nice. So you're like here. I have two negatives, but they're the same sign, so I'm positive.
Sick. Is next one? Number two? Yes. Oh, wait, no, I didn't say. I went down. What about seven? I had 10.
Any questions?
Wait, is this gonna be on the test? Like these, like this symbol, +4?
Probably, yeah. We don't wanna mess it up. But look at this one, beyond, you got this quiz, you probably.
It's really confusing when it goes, it gives it
I agree.
+4.
Yeah. Please, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I got more questions. I need you to, what do I need to do here? For multiplication division, so let's just ignore the margin negative and positive, it's 6 divided by 3. Okay, and I have different signs.
Mr. Schlur, you want to go ahead and start?
I'm gonna go over these.
Yeah, I want you to go ahead. And let me get, Jada just walked in. I got to get her in here. Where's my stinking?
That'll be my picture for like everyone's classes. And I see me.
Is this what you
What's your favorite subject?
This is. I'm gonna here, let me smile.
Very good.
For like 3 years, my one picture of me when I was like 10.
Yeah, mine was too.
I don't know why they kept it. Because
No, mine-
several different stuff.
My
My
picture
picture
was
was
Arabian.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything. I can't get it. All right, go ahead.
Go over these real fast.
Yeah.
All right, so hey, on that worksheet, let's do the same thing that we did earlier with the homework side. So look through here and go ahead and grade it. All right, so number 1 is -3, 2 is -4, 3 is 0. Number 4 is -9, number 5, -3, 6, -5, 7, -9, 8, 48, 9, -2, 10, -1, 11 is 5, 12, -12, 13 is -14, 14 is +2, 15 is +2. 16 is 0, 17 is negative 14. 18 is negative 3. 19 is negative 2. 20 is negative 32. 21 is negative 6. 22, 4. 23, negative 9. 24, negative 6. 25, 56. 26, negative 9. 27, positive 9. 28, negative 6. 29, 3. And number 30 is negative 14. And we already did the bottom 3. Any questions about any of those?
Please, sophomores with last names beginning with Q.
Quiz tomorrow is going to look awfully similar to this, all right, as well as what we're about to do today, okay? So today, we are going to start talking about order of operations. Again, this is all review stuff, and just you guys passing out your guided notes, okay? This should be stuff that you are familiar with, you've seen it before. Okay, so there at the top, you need to fill in the blank. It says when a numerical or algebraic equation.
Hey, give me 1 second, Mr. Schler.
Right.
I'm handing these out.
Okay. When it contains more than one operation symbol, the order of operations tells which operation to perform first.
Yeah, I hope not.
So when we talk about operations, we're basically talking about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, the first things on here are just kind of grouping symbols, okay? So the first thing we always do is look for those grouping symbols, all right? And which are typically 9 times out of 10 going to be parentheses, okay? Parentheses, and then we're gonna see some that also include brackets if we have like parentheses inside of another grouping symbol, okay? So we wanna perform operations inside the grouping symbols first, okay? And the important thing there is also think of inside out. So if we do have like multiple levels of grouping symbols, which we'll see, work inside out, okay? The second, we want to evaluate powers, so that means exponents, okay? So the first thing I said, parentheses. Now I'm talking about exponents. Order of operations, does this sound like something that you guys might have a super clever name for? Parentheses, exponents. Colin? PEMDAS, very good. All right, that is exactly what we're talking about here. So parentheses. Exponents. So PEMDAS, I have M and D next. What is that going to mean, Colin?
Multiplication and division.
There you go. Multiplication and division. That's what I want to look for. Third. Okay. And then fourth, perform addition and subtraction. So I'm going to have my A and S there. PEMDAS. All right. So again, you guys have been doing this for years. Not going anywhere. Becomes extremely important in Algebra 1. Okay, we're going to do order of operations all year long. Okay, and we already talked about this last week. Okay, I think with the very first activity we did, remember we gave you 3 problems and they all had the answer of 10. Okay, that was order of operations. So here it says simplify each expression, 15 minus 2 times 3 plus 1. So order of operations is going to tell me to do what first here?
Let me interject for 1 second on this one. From here on out, if you have a calculator, okay, you can use this for this section and for the rest. So pull that out. Okay, pull that out. Yes. All right, they may not have a calculator at all. Okay, Faith, you have one at home, how about I say that? No? All right, and here's what I'm gonna do, if you don't have a calculator, I'm gonna let you borrow one, so you get one. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down, so you get number 5. And Tate,
Joe, you need one also?
Joe? Okay.
I don't. I have one in my house.
All right, and I'll wait, I'm not gonna give you one today, but if you have issues later, we'll figure that out, okay?
Okay. I don't need one of these.
All right, so even with the calculator, you guys are gonna have to show your work and show the steps you're using. We can't give you this and you're just gonna write down a single digit as your answer. Okay, so Zach, tell me, according to PEMDAS, what is the first thing I need to do here?
Multiply
Multiply what?
2 and 3.
All right, I'm gonna multiply 2 and 3, that is gonna give me 6. I'm gonna bring down everything else. 15 minus 6 now plus 1. Okay, so here, like it says on this chart, fourth, perform addition and subtraction from left to right. Okay, there's nothing that supersedes addition and subtraction. There's no more operations here except for that fourth thing that we're looking for. So now I'm just going to go left to right. Zach, what is 15 minus 6?
Oh, 15 minus 6 is 9.
Okay, so now I'm going to show my 9 plus 1, and that is going to be an answer of 10. So tomorrow on the quiz, you're going to have to show these steps.
Those won't be on the quiz.
Okay.
It'll just be straight adding and subtracting.
What about like the last part of this lesson?
Not really.
With the grouping symbols?
No, like tomorrow's quiz is just adding and subtracting.
So this section's not gonna be on the quiz?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. We're on the same page now. Okay, now, next example, I have 12 minus 3 squared plus 10 divided by 2. All right, Connor, walk me through this.
You're gonna evaluate power, so you'd be looking at the 3, and it'd be 9.
Okay, how in the world does 3 squared become 9? Explain that to me.
You're multiplying 3 by itself, so it'd just be 3 times 3 times 3.
Well, it'd be 3
Sorry,
times
3
3.
times 3, yeah.
All right, good job. That was a perfect explanation, okay? So the first thing I need to do, evaluate powers. That's an exponent. This means 3 times 3. It does not mean 3 times 2, okay? You will make that mistake, I promise you. Do not do 3 times 2, Preston. All right, it's 3 times 3, it becomes 9. Bring down everything else. Okay, Connie, you did such a good job on the first step. Tell me the second step.
Second one, you'd be dividing 10 times 2, which would be 5,
Good.
and then you just write the rest out.
That will be plus 5. All right, and now I just have addition and subtraction left. So I'm gonna go left to right. What's 12 minus 9?
12 minus 9 is 3, plus 5 would be 8.
All right. Wow, thanks. All right, very good. And then here I see grouping symbols. Okay,
So make
so
sure you write this one down. It's not written down for you. Write down the original problem. Anytime that happens, make sure you write that down and don't just, start mid problem.
all right, who thinks they know what to do here? Christian?
So we're gonna start with the parentheses inside of the box.
All right, yeah, and I'm gonna start with the parentheses inside the brackets. Remember I said earlier, when we have like multiple levels of grouping symbols. So I have parentheses and brackets, I wanna start inside out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is what?
4 times 1, which is 5.
Well, 4 plus 1 is 5.
4 plus 2.
All right, so I'm gonna have 5 here. I'm gonna bring down my brackets. I'm gonna leave this in parentheses, okay? And then negative 20 divided. So really all I did, I just combined those. And now I have this number butted up against that other number. What does that mean?
Times.
Good, it means multiplication, exactly. So I know I'm still working in this grouping symbol here. So negative 2 times 5 is gonna be what?
Negative 10.
Negative 10, excellent. Bring down my division sign. All right, now I have negative 20 divided by negative 10, Christian.
2.
Good, I have an answer of positive 2. Very good job. Okay. Next, it says evaluate the expression for the given value of x. All right, evaluate the expression for the given value. That's a fancy way of saying what? Huh?
New problem.
Do the problem, but what am I going to do with the variable? Yeah, I see a variable here. I'm just going to plug in -2 there. All right. This is just spooky language. This is spooky language designed to freak you out. Okay, don't want to do that. You're just going to plug in the value it gives you in for the variable. So I'm going to rewrite this. 4 squared times -2 plus 3. Okay? So now when I do this, what's the first thing I want to do? Okay? Hanan?
What's in the parentheses?
What's in the parentheses? So I have -2 plus 3. What's that?
-5.
-2 plus 3. So remember, I have different signs. So I want to keep the sign of the largest absolute value. So what's bigger, 2 or 3? Okay, so I know my answer is going to be positive. And then I'm going to do big minus small. So 3 minus 2 would be what? Good. So I have +1 here. All right. Well, there is my P for parentheses. Hanan, the next thing I'm going to do is what? Good, the exponent. So this is 4 squared. What's that going to give me? Don't say 8.
16.
Very good. 16 times 1, Hanan.
Plus 16.
Good. Okay. An answer of 16. Number 2. All right, again, it gives me the value of x. Okay, so I want to plug that in. So I'm going to rewrite everything. I have 6. Oop, that's going to happen all year. Still not sure why. 6 times 2 squared divided by 2 plus 6. All right. What do I need to do first? Christian, you already did one. Let's call on somebody else. And this one's tricky. I don't know if you can handle it. Preston, what do you think?
Is that exponent inside the first parentheses?
Okay, good. I have that grouping symbol, so it tells me I need to look there immediately. But I can't do anything. I can't multiply before I do the exponent. Okay, so I have 2 squared. What's that? 4. Okay, so I have 6 times 4 here. Okay, now I know you guys are probably like, I really want to do more than one step when I write this out.
For juniors,
Juniors,
with last
okay.
names beginning
So
A,
I have another grouping symbol over here. Since there's nothing else, this isn't combined with this yet, I can go ahead and take care of this now. So Preston, what's 2 plus 6? All right, so I have 6 times 4 divided by 8. I have my grouping symbol here. Preston, what do I need to do?
24.
Cool.
Multiply. 24.
I'm gonna multiply those, and I just have 24 divided by 8. What is that?
6.
Not
No.
6. Doubled it.
3.
3. Very good. All right, so this all just becomes 3. And another one there. All right. Now, when we talk about grouping symbols, we have parentheses, we have brackets, we also have fraction bars. Fraction bars are another example of a grouping symbol where I need to do everything on top and everything on bottom before I can do anything between the two. Okay? So, and again, here, this is an opportunity where you guys don't need to write every single little step. All right, we can show the first step on the top and the first step on the bottom. All right, so my first step on the top, what do I want to do to simplify the top? Christian?
Times 2 and -4.
All right, so I'm going to have 2 times -4. That gives me -8 plus 22. All right, and what's the first thing, Christian, I would want to do on the bottom?
Exponents.
Good. 4 squared is
16.
16 minus 9. Okay, So I don't have any parentheses here. I don't have any exponents, but I still do have this grouping symbol. All right, the fraction bar is still a grouping symbol. So I need to do -8 plus 22 is what? Christian? It is 14. Very good. Say it with confidence. All right, and then 16 minus 9.
So,
Good. Okay. Christian, now what? Okay. Now I have the top completely simplified. I have the bottom completely simplified. What do I do?
14 divided by 7.
14 divided by 7. What is that? 2. Okay. Ultimately, that fraction bar, you guys know this, that fraction bar is a division symbol. And I told you this last week. Pretty much after this first unit, you guys are not going to see that division symbol anymore. Okay, you're only going to see fraction bars. All right, next one. Same kind of idea here. We're simplifying this. We have a grouping symbol of the fraction bar. So tell me, what can I do first? Evan, what do you think?
Well, yeah, 20 divided by 10.
All right, 20 divided by 10. What do I get? 20 divided by 10? That's 20 minus 10. There you go. All right, so I have 2 plus 4, and then I'm just going to leave this as 2 plus 4. Okay. Now, if I simplify the top, Evan, what do I get? What do I get on the top? 6 and 6. Look at that. Okay. My final step here.
1 divided by.
Good. 6 divided by 6 is 1. Okay. So again, I'm going to simplify the top, simplify the bottom before I can divide anything. Okay. Nice job. 917 was to do that.
I think that's.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Grouping symbols, parentheses, brackets, fraction bar, or division. Okay. There's one more.
Give them a half a second. I didn't have this one written down for them.
Okay.
Make sure you write this original one down.
This is not a bracket. What are those things called?
Ooh, this is tricky.
A line.
A line.
A long line.
Right there at the bottom.
Joe?
A wall.
Huh?
A wall.
A wall.
I like it.
Not a wall. A porous
It
wall.
might be a wall when you go to solve it.
All right, those are absolute value bars. Okay? But here, you don't need to worry right now about anything regarding absolute value because we don't have any negatives. All right, we'll get into that soon enough. But right now, it's really just acting as a grouping symbol like parentheses. Okay, so I gotta do everything inside there first. All right, so what would I do? Grant, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Grant.
4 squared,
4 squared is
16.
good. I don't know what's going on here.
Is it frozen?
Yeah.
You know what happened last period?
All right. We have 3 and then 4 squared. What was it? Plus 8?
That's 8 divided by 2.
We can brush that out. Well,
Divided by 2.
Divided by 2. Okay.
what in the world happened here?
All right. And Grant, you said I have 16 here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring down my absolute value bars. Plus 8 divided by 2. Bring down my 3. What's the step I need to take care of in here? Division. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay. Bring down everything. 16 plus 4.
20.
All right. So now, I still have the absolute value bars, but essentially I'm just going to tell you guys, The absolute value of 20 is 20. Okay, so again, the reason that this number is butted up against that number, we're going to multiply those together. So 3 times 20 is what? 60. Okay. So the idea that the absolute value bars were involved with that problem doesn't really have any influence on the final answer because we're only working with positive numbers there. Okay, so here my final answer is going to be 60. Okay. Any questions about these order of operations?
Hey, let me just real quick finish just that last one up. If you are given a sentence and you have to convert that into math, you need to be able to do that. Now, there's a couple words you may have forgotten. Quotient, do you remember what that means? Is that add, subtract, multiply, or divide? It's divide. Product is multiply. Sum means add. So it says the sum of the quotient of 12 and negative 3 and the square root of 25. How do I write that in a math sentence? Okay, so the sum of the quotient. So I got to take 12 divided by negative 3 because that means divide. And I'm adding that to the square root of 25. So if you take a look at that one on the bottom there, it says translate the word phrase into a numerical, or algebraic expression. The product of 6.2, so put 6.2 in the blank. Okay. And the sum of 9.4 and 8. So put the word sum in that blank. Okay, so a lot of times on guided notes, I leave a little bit of you for you to fill in. All right, how do we do that? Product means what? Product means multiply. Product means multiply, and sum means add. So how do I indicate this? And I'm going to tell you, don't write this down yet. If you do this, multiply would be a dot. That is wrong. What is it?
You put a parentheses after 6.2 and after 8.
Okay, you have to put in parentheses 9.4 plus 8. It'll change your answer because it's basically telling you you need to add together those two and then take that answer times 6.2. So you're going to come across a couple like that where you have to indicate with an algebra sentence what they're saying. Okay, and it's important. If you don't put those parentheses in there, then that's a totally different problem. Okay, you got your book now. Now you do have a homework. This will be due tomorrow. And then we're just having this quiz is just over adding and subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Just over that worksheet that was from the beginning of class. So if you look at this, you should be fine.
For attention, please, we now need to call juniors with last names.
Now, what I'm going to also tell you for this quiz, we let anybody retake it.
Junior.
Because it's the first one and it's without a calculator. Everybody's allowed to retake it. That doesn't mean I want you to blow it off. Okay, that might be a bad thing to tell you. But if you don't do great, we're going to give you another shot because, like I said, it's early and it's the first thing and plus everything last year.
If we don't have to do retake, everybody does really well. Preston said he'll bring donuts in for all of us, so. All right.
Thanks, Preston. All right, 25 through 49 odd and 50 through 53 out. Once you get it done, upload it before class.
Yeah.